You know what? That first of all, how do you serve yourself? Right? So that I want to say that. First of all, like, you listen your voice. Yeah, this is you must do. You have to take a moment. You have to take a moment. Okay? I know. I know you got a laundry to do. On your day off, on your day off. Yes, you gotta do your laundry, you gotta go grocery shopping, and then maybe you gotta take your dog for a walk. I don't know, you even have to wash your dog because this time of the year, when snow melts, sometimes we have a snow, yeah, but yesterday was warm here, so the snow start melting. And when you take your dog for a walk, come home and dog get muddy, you gotta wash your dog, right? Or maybe you have like all those things, like maybe someone's in the house, plumbing broke, or you have to change some little parts. Everything. You gotta do it for like your list is so long, right? List is so long. You got the other things to do. You're too busy, right? For everybody else's agenda, not your own. But I would strongly recommend have a moment for yourself. Make a time for yourself. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's okay. I'm not telling you to do meditation for 2 hours. I'm not telling you to do, like, you know what, just go in the nature every single day, 2 hours for a walk. No, that's just really, really hard. And wind up, you're not doing that. You're not doing that, right? Right? See, we don't have time for that. But how about 5 minutes? 5 minutes quiet time. 5 minutes for yourself. You know, whoever's not used to taking a time for yourself. That's how you start, right? I wake up. I wake up early in the morning. And then I have at least 1 hour and a half, or maybe sometimes 1 hour, but most likely every day, 1 hour and a half, I create time for myself, right? I need it. I need it. A lot of people, they say, I don't have a time for myself. No, you don't say that. You don't have a time for. I'm busy for everybody else. I'm taking care of, like everybody. I just like when people like that tell me like that, right? And then yet they are screaming, they're complaining how busy they are, and they're tired. I could tell they're really tired. So I just say, why don't you have a time for yourself? And then their answer is more likely, no, I don't have time for myself. I have a kids, I have a work, I have a dog. Right? One of those things. But I just like, you know what? You can always find a time. You can always find a time for yourself if you want, if you're willing to, right? Nobody else going to make a time for you. Are you waiting? One day, kids or dad's gonna say, not dad, kids or your husband's gonna say, yeah, you know what? This is a gift. Every single day, you can take a time for yourself. I will give you an hour and a half. I will give you maybe 30 minutes. Go ahead. Are you waiting? No, they're not going to give a time unless you have to create your own time, right? If you do not say anything, if you don't have a courage to speak up for yourself, the things you want will not come, will not show up, right? So that's why if you want to have a time, for yourself, you do need a time for yourself. You gotta build your time. I mean, you have to create your time for yourself. And then you can serve the others, right? Husband and kids, or maybe work, right? So that's how we do. Like, it doesn't matter. 5 minutes, you wake up 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early, and then Just no device, right? Nothing. But you know what? Just sit down, enjoy the quiet moment for yourself, for yourself. Do not use creative time, not only your birthday. I know some women, they say they have a kids and work, right? And then they say, oh my gosh, finally on my birthday, I have my own time, like half day, you know, but your time only comes once a year. That's sad. That's sad. It doesn't matter. You, even if you are busy mom, you have babies, you have twins, you have a triplets, right? You have like 10 kids. You got to make your own time. So means have a courage to speak up. Have a courage to speak up. You know what? If you have a courage to speak up for yourself, you can change. They will give a time. They just don't notice. Nobody is going to notice until you have a courage to speak up. You ask for it, right? Here's my story. It's like happened. This is one of my best experience, right? And I'm so proud of myself that I had a courage to speak up, right? That happens. I've been doing it for the last more than 10 years. More than 10 years. You know, I wanted to have my own time. I wanted to have my own time. So I just like wanted to, weekends, no cooking day, no cooking days. I just wanted to tell my family, you know, cooking takes time. It takes time, right? You guys know that. It's not only just cooking, it's just everything takes time, especially you working at the full time. If you're working full-time job, right? Not even your full-time job. You know what? I used to believe women, we have to cook 7 days a week. We have to serve family for 7 days a week. And then I was exhausting. I wasn't quite happy. I was miserable because the weekends, so busy. And then families, my boys are off. The kids they don't go to school, right? In the weekends. My husband's off on the weekends. And then they're sitting down watching TV or they're just doing whatever. And me, I just like, why only me? I'm the only one just cooking? You know, you guys sitting down? And then starting to get frustrated. And then I realized that. I just like, you know what? Stop complaining, Yuko. Because this complaining doesn't help me and family. Because of it, I'm complaining my situation. I'm complaining my family. Actually, that's not fair because I just didn't have a courage to speak up, right? It's scary. It took me good 4 or 5 weeks to just start to speak up that I want to have 2 days off. I don't want to cook weekends. It's like that was so big. Some people says it's easy for me, Yuko. I've started been doing for a long time. Why you need a courage to speak up? You know, everybody's situation is different, right? Everybody's situation is different. I know for some people it's easy, but for me it was hard because since I was little, right? I was like 6, 7. That's how I just built in myself. I had to serve my family, actually, my brothers, my sister. That's how I grew up. So for me, it was really, really natural, but I knew it. I have to break my pattern because it's like it wasn't working. So I took a courage and then I spoke up, right? And then I was so scared. I thought my husband and kids, they are going to against me. Like back then, I think my youngest one, he was like maybe 5 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old or something. Like, so maybe I was afraid my husband's going to say, oh my gosh, you are going to kill us. We're going to die. How 6 years old is going to live? Like, you know, like, and then kid's going to say, Mom, I think I'm going to be starved. I'm going to be like skeleton. And then 2 days no cooking. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna run away. I don't know. I had so many fears. It's kind of funny, right? It's really kind of funny. But I felt that way. My fear, the longer I wait, the my fear get bigger and bigger, right? I was creating the family monster themselves. But you know what? Okay, I had to speak up. So I spoke up one day. I told my family, boys, you know, I have something to tell you. We have family meeting. So after dinner, we all got on the dinner table. I just like, you know what? I made a decision that I no longer cook on the weekends. I'm gonna call it survival nights. Friday and Saturday, survival nights. Are you guys okay? Right? I made the decisions. So you guys gotta find food. You guys gotta find a way to survive the weekends. And then after that, my heart was beating, right? I was so scared. But after that, right? Before I say that, my heart was beating. I was so scared. And then I just I was just kind of thinking, yeah, my husband and kids going to against me. Oh my gosh, that's going to be awful. And then right after, as soon as I finished saying that, there was a silence, right? Because I believe my husband and kids, they didn't expect the word from me. And then just maybe, I think it's 15 seconds, but for me, felt like an hour. Silence, right? And then my kids, sure, fine. Really? My husband just like, okay, if you want to do that, we'll do it. All right. And I just like, that's it? That's all? Oh my gosh. I got so many years. I got so frustrated. And then just like struggle to just to speak up. All I wanted to have 2 days a week off cooking, 2 days off, right? So many years, frustration, struggles. But you know what? That was it. So what I want to tell you guys from today's topic is, today's, from my learning, you know what? It's scary. It doesn't matter, small or big. It doesn't matter. 2 days off, I need it off cooking. It's the small things for the other people, right? It doesn't matter, small or big, you know? It's if you really, really, really wants to say it, just say it. Just say it. You're not hurting anybody. You speak up. You speak up from your heart, whatever it's in your heart. It's like you're not in your heart. You have internal voice. Something keep repeating, telling you, I don't want to cook. I want to have 2 days off. I just want to have 2 days off. You know what? Listen to your voice. Listen to your voice. And then have a courage to speak up. You're not going to die. And actually, my kids, they didn't die. They're still alive, strongly. And then they turn into, after that, they are, I named survival nights. After that, they kind of starting to call these nights, they say starvation nights. It didn't go well first couple years, actually. It was a struggle. It's like they just kind of, it's, what, my oldest one, my youngest one, they're okay. The most challenging ones with my husband, right? He doesn't know how to cook. He didn't know. He can only cook maybe one thing, grilled cheese sandwich, right? Oh no, he can cook chili too now. But back then he couldn't. The only things he could cook was grilled cheese sandwich. That's it. So for him to cook a meal on the weekends, maybe for the kids, for himself, it was a struggle, right? And then I hear he's just like, as he's starting to just kind of like making lots of noise in the kitchen. And I had an urge to just like say, forget it. I'm going to cook. It's all right. It's okay. I'll do it. No more survival nights, right? I had an urge to just do that. But I just like, you know what? You had a courage to speak up and you respect that moment, Yuko. You respect the moment. You were so proud of yourself that you had a courage to speak up, right? Just, you know what? Just respect the moment. Just let them do it. Do not give up. Do not give up, right? And then it was a challenge. Like it's just a struggle just not to help them. But now, just so good. I'm used to it. And you know what? When my kids became teenager, they really loved the idea because of the weekends. They don't have to be home by supper time. They can just make their own plan. They can hang out with their friends and girlfriends. And then eventually, my husband starting to have that starvation. Nope. Survival nights. Because he can make a plan with his friends. They can go pizza and chicken wings, hang around the bar or wherever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. So it's a happy end. And I'm so glad that I had the night. I create the survival nights because my boys are really good cook now. All right. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope my story, it helps to somebody else. If I can help, maybe help one person, I am very, very happy. All right, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Aman. So nice. Yeah, Tessa said, I know it's, Buddy loves to roll in the snow. Yes, he loves it. Actually, he's an old guy. And then his knees are shaking, like, everything is shaking, but still loves to roll in the snow. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Great life, Yuko. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Yes, Tessa and I, we are amazing and unstoppable. Thank you. Thank you, Aman. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you so much. Yep. Aman said, small steps. One day, give me last step. Keep going and keep shining. I love the word. Keep going and keep shining. You know what? Yeah, it's true. If I keep going, actually, I can keep shining. And if I stop going, actually, just like water, right? I feel like I'm stale. Yeah, we have only one power, right? Only one power. Never give up, stand up, small steps. Always try by the truth. Yeah, you will never, do not give up. Do not give up. This is just like, do not give up to courage to speak up. Speak up for yourself. You're not hurting anybody, right? But do not hurt yourself. Sometimes all you need is just a little push, right? And most people, if they really love you, they will accept. Just like my family. My family just like, really? Yeah, fine, okay. That's it, And then after that, I have really great appreciation for my family too, right? So that's about it. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Tessa. So anyway, tomorrow is a Japanese day. Japanese Instagram Live. And Friday is English Day. So I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow and Friday. Have a great Wednesday. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.